Hi everyone and welcome back to another Pretty Ugly video. Today I'm going to be doing a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. Now this is not just for a first date or those in long-term relationships. It could also be for a night with the girls, whether you're having a man-batical and you are absolutely not dating this year, that is fine. This is just quite a glowing makeup look. I've got quite full coverage makeup just so that it lasts all night, and then it's quite a nude lip and fairly nude eyes as well. But I have gone in with some false lashes because I think they are important for a date night. So basically this makeup is just all about looking like you, but the best possible version of yourself. Okay, so I'm going to start obviously with no makeup. All I've prepared my skin with so far is it's a new SPF that I'm actually really liking. Now, as you can maybe see, I mean this has covered it slightly, but I have a burn on my head from a curling tong. I have windburn on my cheeks, as well as the rosacea from a trek up a mountain in Wales I did last weekend. So I just need some soothing products to prep my skin with. So this SPF is by Paula's Choice, and this is the Redness Relief SPF 30 Mineral Moisturiser. And I've been using this every day for the last week or so. And as well as really hydrating my skin, it seems to be protecting it from the elements. And it's also, I think, soothing the redness down a bit because my skin is so sensitive, it can just get inflamed by any product I put on my skin. So yeah, I've prepped my skin with this, and that's all I've got on so far. Next product I'm gonna use as a primer is the By Terry. I always use this. If you've watched any of my other videos, you will see that I use this in most of them. And this is the By Terry Cellular Rose Brightening CC Serum. And this is the shade Sunny Flash. Now you have to shake this quite a lot. And then I'm just gonna put it on the back of my hand. I'm just gonna buff it in with the MAC 159 brush. It is quite brown to start with, so it does give kind of a bronze look to your skin once you've buffed it in. Make sure you really blend this as well. I mean, it can look a bit orange to start with, but just remember this is just a primer, so you are going to be going over with foundation that will totally change the colour. Okay, so once you've done the primer, I'm then going to go in with foundation. Now I have been using a brand new one which I absolutely love for evenings. It is quite full coverage, and that's the new Chanel. This is the Le Teint Ultra Tenue, and I'm wearing shade 42 Beige Rosé. Now this, like I said, is quite full coverage. It's also quite matte, so a little trick that I have been using just to make it more dewy and really glowy is to mix it with a highlighter. Now again, I'm mixing it with a Chanel product. This is the Soleil Tan de Chanel, and this is the Sheer Illuminating Fluid in Sunkissed. So all I'm doing is mixing this on the back of my hand. So I'm putting a dollop of the highlighter and a little bit of the foundation. And I always like to put foundation on with two brushes. I kind of brush it on first of all with one and then really buff it in with another. And because this is quite a thick foundation, I think it does need a lot of buffing to make it look really flawless. So I've mixed these on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to put this on now. I'm then just going to go in with the Bare Minerals Perfecting Face Brush and just really buff this in. Okay, so once you've done your foundation, then I'm going to go in with concealer. Now for under my eyes, I'm using the Bourjois, this is new, the Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue Concealer, and I'm wearing shade 52 Medium in this. I'm just going to put this on with the stick itself. Just dot this under the eyes, a little bit around the nose, and on the forehead. And then just buff this all in with a brush. And then for any spots or redness or anywhere I want a little bit extra coverage, I'm using the Nude Sticks concealer pencil, and this is shade medium 5. This is such an amazing concealer because often with spots I find concealers just kind of collect around them and just make them look worse, whereas this, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to dry out, so it really covers up anywhere that needs a bit of extra coverage without looking cakey at all. And just pat this in with your finger. Okay, so that's the main part of the face makeup done. I'm then going to go in with an eyeshadow primer and just prep eyelids for eyeshadow. I'm actually sorry, I didn't even say what I'm using. It's lost the packaging from around the outside, but this is the Benefit something Don't Stray. I think it's Stay Don't Stray. That's it. And I just put this on with the end of it. And again, just buff it in with a fluffy brush. And then if you leave this to dry for a few minutes, I'm going to do my eyebrows whilst this is drying. I do always use an eyeshadow primer just because it makes your eyeshadow stay for so much longer. And particularly on a date night, I think your makeup should be looking as perfect for as long as possible. Okay, so for eyebrows, again, I'm using another Benefit product. This is the Cream Gel Brow colour, and this is shade 5. And I'm just using the brush it comes with. Okay, so now I've done my brows, I'm going to go in with the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot. This is a really good kind of cream colour base for eyes. If you don't want anything too full on, as you can see from the pot, it's just kind of a taupey brown colour. And I'm just putting this on with, I've got no idea what brush this is, it's by Kiko, but it's quite a good brush for cream colours. I'm just putting quite a lot on the end of it, and then I'm just going to put this just on the lid. And you don't need to be neat with cream because you obviously blend them straight away because they move around a lot. And then just blend this all in with, this is the MAC 224 brush. For under the eyes, it might be easier just to blend with a pencil brush. So as I said earlier, I don't want this to be a really heavy eye makeup look or a heavy lip. It's just really natural, glowing makeup with a nude lip and lashes. So whenever you use a cream eyeshadow, you always need to set it because it does move around a lot. So I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. Now these are the colours that you get inside it, but I'm not really going to be using them. I think I'm probably just going to be using these two kind of taupey browns at the bottom here. And this is really just to give a little bit of definition to my eyes because I don't really want much eyeshadow on today at all. And then do the same underneath your eye as well. So that's literally all the eyeshadow I want for this look. It's then going to be more about the eyeliner and then the lashes. So for eyeliner, I am going to use, and I've used it a hell of a lot, which is why it is only this size. And this is the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen in Deep Plum. Now you can be quite messy with this because, again, I'm going to be smudging it. But you're just going to follow the lash line all the way along and just do a fairly thin line. And just keep it as close as you can to the lashes. This could actually do with being a lot sharper than it is, but I don't have a sharpener, so we're going with a blunt pencil. Just run a tiny, tiny bit, literally probably a quarter of a way, just on your lower lash line, just on the outer corner. And then blend this again with a pencil brush. And then just to set the eyeliner in place, go back in with a really dark eyeshadow, just a dark brown eyeshadow, and this is literally just going to go along the top of the eyeliner. Okay, so once you finish smudging the upper and bottom line, I'm just going to go in and line the waterline with a brown eyeliner. This is just to give it a little bit of definition because this is an evening makeup look. So that's eye makeup pretty much finished. I'm just going to put a tiny amount of mascara on just because I think it helps the false lashes stick, but literally just the smallest amount. This, by the way, is the Laura Mercier Volume Supreme Lash Building Mascara in black, which is a new favourite of mine that I've been using for a couple of weeks. So yeah, you really don't need much of this, but I do always put a little bit of mascara on just before I use false lashes because they just stick to it. So for lashes, I'm using these Mink Effect ones from Eyelure. So these, yeah, this is the Mink Effect lashes, and they are, I think they're just called the Luxe ones, but the box looks like that. Now, I'm really not a pro at putting on false lashes. I do struggle with it, but we'll give it a go. I always think it's best to have a pair of tweezers, and if you just carefully pull them off the pack. Now, a tip that I've learned as well from various makeup artists with these is to apply the glue and really let it go tacky for a good 30 seconds before you actually put it on the eye. So we'll do both at the same time. Now again, the glue that comes with lashes is never that great. The best glue I've ever used is Duo Lash, which you can buy in any MAC store. That, I mean, it smells horrific. It smells particularly fishy, but it's great for making your lashes last all night. And apply quite a thick layer of this just to the very top of the lash. And don't get it all over your nail, which I have just done. And then just leave that to go tacky for 30 seconds or so. And then we're going to put them on with the help of tweezers. If you can get a mirror quite close up to your eye, that also helps. And if you can blow on them as well, that might speed up the drying process. I think as well, if you hold the lash right in the middle with the tweezers, it makes it a little bit easier. So if you look down into the mirror and just place them with the tweezers where you think they need to go. Always hold them up to your eye first as well to check the size, because if you've got quite small eyes, then you might have to snip them with a pair of scissors. But these are actually quite a good size for my eye. And then just go in and just pat down the strip with the tweezers. So you can see quite a big difference between the eyes. Just make sure that they are really stuck down, because you don't want to be on a date and an eyelash flying off. It's not a good look. But these are quite natural ones as well. They're not too full on. And then we're going to go in and put the other one on. And then I always apply just a bit of mascara underneath, just to kind of stick your own lashes to the false ones a little bit more. And then again, obviously do the bottom lashes as well with mascara. So that is the eyes finished. I'm now going to go back in and do some bronzing and some highlighting before I do the lips. So for bronzer, I'm going to use 2 products. And I'm going to contour slightly first with MAC's Harmony Blush. This is really natural. It's not anything like the Instagram contour at all. And I'm just going to go in and do this with a little MAC 1-2 something, I cannot read it, but it's just a small one. And this Harmony shade is just a really natural contour colour. So suck your cheekbones in, your cheeks in, sorry. I'm literally just contouring along the cheekbones, up into the hairline, and then along the jawline as well. You can also slightly contour down the side of the nose, and you would just, again using the same contour shade, just do this down both sides. So contouring done, I'm going to go in and bronze now. For this, I am using the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzing Powder Natural and Long Lasting Tan in shade 5, which is brunettes. That's a bit of a mouthful of a name. This is quite a dark colour, as you can see. So you don't need much of this. And you just bronze where the sun would naturally hit. So cheeks, forehead, down the centre of the nose. Always bronze the neck so that it's not a different colour. Chin. And that is it. And you can, if you want for evening, a little bit of shimmer with your bronze. One that I really like at the moment, which I've used before in videos, is the MAC Cheeky Bronze. It's the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Cheeky Bronze. And this just gives it a slight shimmer. I don't want to overdo it on the bronzer, but we'll put a bit on. So then all that's left to do is highlighter and lipstick. So for highlighting, I'm going to use the Estee Edit. What is this? This is the Glow Face and Eye Palette. And I am going to use the white shade at the top. And I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush for this. And I'm just putting this on the cheekbones, down the centre of the nose, on the very end of the nose, up into the brow line as well. And then just slightly across the Cupid's bow. And then finally, I'm just going to use quite a nude lipstick today. So I haven't yet decided between 3, but these are all really good shades if you're after a really good nude lip. We've got MAC's Cream Cup. We've got Charlotte Tilbury's Between the Sheets, which is very apt. And then we've also got Charlotte Tilbury's Nude Kate. So I think I'm going to go for the MAC Cream Cup today. Now I have already prepped my lips with the By Terry Baume de Rose, which is an amazing lip balm. And I always use this before I use any sort of matte lipstick because it can be quite drying. So yeah, then going in with the MAC Cream Cup. I'm not going to use any lip liner with this or go in with any other sort of lipstick on top because like I said, I wanted this to be quite a simple makeup look. Well, that is the end of my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. Please let me know in the comments box below if you end up recreating this look, whether it's for a night with the girls or with a guy, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.